In today's thought, I wanted to draw your attention to the work of J.R. Miller. He was a Presbyterian minister in the States during the 19th century, born in 1840, and he died in 1912. By the time he'd reached the end of his ministry, he had nearly 2,000 people in his congregation. This was an extraordinary size for a church in those days, before mega-churches existed. And his spiritual depth and his capacity to communicate was reflected not just in his talks and his week-by-week sermons, but also in scores of books. There are over 66 million that were in circulation at one time, although many of us have never heard of J.R. Miller. But his devotional book, Come Ye Apart, was published in 1887, and here's my copy for you to have a quick look at.
Here's the reading for April 17th. It's called Blessed Mourning, taken from the text from the Beatitudes. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Matthew 5 verse 4. We do not usually regard sorrowing people as blessed. Here, however, is a special beatitude for mourners. Probably Jesus meant particularly penitent mourners. In all this world there is nothing so precious before God as tears of contrition. No diamonds or pearls shine with such brilliance in his sight. It was Jesus himself who said, "There is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repents. Truly blessed, therefore, are those who in true penitence grieve over their sins. A holy light shines from heaven upon all such mourners. They are comforted with God's pardon and peace." But no doubt the beatitude refers to those children of God who are in sorrow from whatever cause. Blessing is never nearer to us than when we are in affliction. If we do not get it, it is because we will not receive it. Someday we shall see that we have gotten our best things from heaven, not in days of our earthly joys and gladness, but in times of trial and affliction. Tears are lenses through which our dim eyes see more deeply into heaven and look more fully upon God's face than in any other way. Sorrows cleanse our hearts of earthliness and fertilize our lives. The days of pain really do far more for us than those days of rejoicing. We grow best when clouds hang over us, because clouds bear rain, and rain refreshes. Then God's comfort is such rich experience that it is well worth to endure trial just to enjoy the sweet and precious comfort which God gives in it. But to receive from our sorrows their possibilities of blessing, we must accept the affliction as a messenger from God and pray for true comfort, not the mere drying of our tears, but grace to profit by our affliction and to get from it the peaceable fruit of righteousness.
Although J.R. Miller had a big church, he had time for the individuals. In 1902, here's a hand-signed book that he dedicated to Marion Hamilton. His secret, he said, for all his ministry: Jesus and I are friends. We find in J.R. Miller there's a comfort there, but also a deep challenge. Yes, the Lord rejoices over those who mourn about their sins, but he draws near to comfort those who experience mourning. If we need it, he will give it.